Hey everyone, I'm Brad Nelson.
I'm Todd Anderson.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, so we've been playing a little bit of Standard this week, and I'm glad to, because Modern's fun and all, but I only have about 2 weeks in me.
I usually got about a video and a half. And then I'm just like, yeah, I want to go eat lunch.
Yeah. And we've got some fun decks because Standard is just so wide open right now. Like, we know what's good, right? We know there's certain company decks that are good. We know that Displacer and these 4-color Rites decks are good, and that's what I'm playing today is the East-West Bull's newest take on 4-color Rites ever since...
I love that name. I don't mean
East
to
West
derail.
Bull?
East-West Bull, it's so good.
It's a good name, yeah. And I like how half the team that's on the West Coast wears one color and half on the East Coast wears the other color.
He doesn't even get it.
I don't get it. What is it?
No, don't worry about it.
No, you have to tell me now. I don't want to feel stupid.
No, I don't even know if I'm... It's from a Key and Peele sketch.
No way.
Yeah. They come up with joke names for players because a lot of like football players' names are just like really weird.
Yeah.
And they just have like they're getting drafted or something, and they just pop their name on the screen and they just act like that person. And it's the East-West Bull that they're playing a game, I guess.
Oh. I just thought it was because some people are from the West Coast and some are from the East Coast from the team.
I mean, that also.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe it has two meanings. But they ended up taking this crazy 4-color Rites deck to Toronto and all doing pretty well, but no one actually made the top 8. And actually, Seth sent me that deck list for the Magic Online playoffs, the quarterly playoff. And I just looked at it and I was like, nope, not trying it. Nope.
Yeah, the deck definitely looks sweet. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. You know, Brood Monitor plus Eldrazi Displacer is like kind of a cute interaction that can go infinite if you have something to gain off of the sacrificing. But you can also just block 4 creatures forever, which is pretty cool too.
It's also just, Brood Monitor is part of the combo of Displacer plus either Catacomb Sifter or Zulaport Cutthroat to use the abilities from the Scion's Dying. But if the game gets really anemic and both players are kind of run out of steam, and you have a West Lobby and you top deck Brood Monitor, it's coming. Like, it's real close. And so that's one of the cool things that the deck has. Yeah. And that's what I'll be playing. You are playing something even more unique than a 4-color deck, a 4-color company deck.
Yeah, it's a little more unique than a 4. Anyway, I'm playing Ray Perez Jr.'s blue-red stuff.
Eldrazi Control.
Eldrazi Control.
Yeah.
I'll call it that, I guess. It's
blue-red stuff. I think it's better than blue-red stuff.
All right, so basically it's just a big blue deck. You know, we haven't seen a ton of these over the last 5 years in Standard or whatever, but every now and then one will pop up. There was a Mono Blue Dragons deck, for example, I think last year played by Mike Flores in, I want to say, a regional PTQ.
Yeah, and then Neil Oliver ended up qualifying for the World Magic Cup with that in Texas.
Yeah, so the deck's actually, it's not exactly new, but this is a new take on the archetype. But for the most part, it's just counter spells. It ramps a little bit. It has Mage Ring Network that you can put some charge counters on, Hedron Archive, and then the top end, we're trying to actually kill them with Ulamog. And since we have K-Return as like an early sweeper, we actually get the flashback on K-Return as well. Some Chandra's in there, and then the rest of the stuff's just like card draw and
counter spells. And, yeah, I actually do think, Hedron Archive is this very underplayed card that is actually very good.
Yeah.
And like we played it in the Green-Red Goggles deck, and whenever a deck can utilize
you even played it in the Black-White Eldrazi deck.
Even the Black-White Eldrazi deck. We were testing it. We ended up cutting it before the tournament.
Oh.
Yeah, none of us actually played it. I think Jerry might have played one copy of it. We were testing it. We never actually played it. But it's such a good Magic card. And to see it like in a deck, when it's good in a shell, it's great.
Yeah.
And so... it's really good ramp because like green ramp decks will play it, but they already have Vegetation and Nissa's Pilgrimage.
Yeah.
And so it kind of gets like drawn out by how good Explosive Vegetation is when you have Sylvan Advocates or you have Shrine of the Fallen God or Temple of the Lost Gods or whatever it's called.
Sure.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so whenever there's a deck that's not trying to have a high density of lands into play or green, you're going to see Hedron Archive shine if they can play it. And so this is kind of the test to see if it actually works out in this deck. And I'm just going to be trying to develop boards and watch them die when Todd just wraths me a bunch of times. And hopefully I have enough
Oh, we
steam
have
left
2K
over.
returns main. I got 2 more after board. They'll
Yeah.
be great. So one weird card in the deck that I'm not completely sure of is Drowner of Hope, and I think it serves a very important purpose in the deck by just having something to do on turn 5 or 6 if you have an archive, to be able to play it and then like kind of just gum up the board for a turn or two. And if you're able to do that, like it doesn't flashback K return, but it's kind of this body that can slow your opponent down a little bit, so like stop Avacyn for 2 turns or something like that. So
It's also part of your nut draw into a turn 6 Ulamog.
Yeah.
So like that'll help double ramp you the same as Hedron Archive will. So you can actually get to 10 mana on turn 6 and practically win the game at that point.
Yeah.
So it's really nice that the deck has 2 different ways to double ramp to allow you to play this 10 mana spell that usually is going to take many turns to get to. So that's also another reason. But anyway, let's battle. Let's see what these matchups are like. And let's Sevens game, and I want to win it. All right, so 7-11 game to see who goes first. If anyone hasn't played this before or knows it, whoever rolls a 7 loses, whoever rolls 11 wins, and if someone rolls a 7 while the other person rolls an 11, they get to go first all 5 games. Oh! No! No!
all right.
Oh, I was so close. Oh, that would have been great. Ugh. I think I could. I think I keep. I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, okay, I don't know. This deck looks wonky but fun. We're gonna see how this works.
Go.
Counterspell? Nope. Go.
19.
Uh-oh.
Go.
That guy's gonna flip. Ooh, maybe not. Actually, maybe I want him to flip. Probably I don't want him to flip. All right. Anticipate. Go.
All right. Attack you for 2. I'll go to 18 and use his ability.
Okay.
18 all. I'll get 3 cards, get a Duskwatch Recruiter, say go, upkeep, flip.
True. Go.
Tap, draw. Attack for 3.
15.
I will play land, go to 17, and play another Duskwatch Recruiter.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. We're just going to charge this Majoring Network.
Alrighty.
I'll play this Hedron Archive and sure go.
Alright. I'll activate. Down to 16. I guess we'll take Visionary.
I feel like 1 mana 1/1 that draws a card's pretty sweet. I'm at 10.
Alright.
That was my Southern coming out. 10.
I'll go to 14 and play a Brood Monitor.
Okay.
Go. Westfield Abbottown. Westfield Abbottown.
Not quite. There's a medium tilt.
It was pretty sweet that Brood Monitor, being the mother of all the Eldrazi, did get her first top 8 in a GP on Mother's Day.
I don't really know what to do here.
Die.
Could do that. I feel like if I play Drowner Hope, I'm just going to get Reflector Maged and then Westfell Abbey the turn after? Or if he
the
plays
turn of.
or the same turn if he has Cryptolith Rites.
Or a land.
So let's do this. 9, then I go to 3. All right, I'm just gonna return now. I'm gonna take 1 now, so I'm gonna go to 9.
I have 3 mana in my pool.
Sure. Go.
And you took a pain?
Yep.
Down to 9?
Yep.
All right. Is Todd going to counter my spell? I believe that is going to happen. So I'm going to go to
13
and play a Visionary.
Yep. I'm at 3.
I don't think I want... I guess Howler flipping isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yep.
Go. Trigger.
Pretty sure I'm just gonna die, but alright, I'll float a colorless. Anticipate. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I haven't played a land yet. Alright, I'm gonna go to 1, play Chandra and -3.
Alright.
So technically not dead. Technically got a chance. Can't cast red spells anymore, but it's fine.
Well, what in the world? Alright, I'll go to 11 and play Brood Monitor in your turn. His Brood Monitors aren't bad.
Yeah. Alright, -1.
3 mana.
Move to another phase.
10. Coco.
Okay.
That resolves?
Yep.
3. Cutthroat. Alright, well, nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
Wow. I just thought you were troll. You always troll me like that too. Like you.
1 second. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this.
Sure.
Make 2 science. This deck's kind of hard to play, but seems sweet.
My turn?
Sure.
You have 3 cards. I feel like I'm kind of all in at trying to win. 2, 3.
Tap my mana horrifically, but
Brood Monitor.
Yep.
Sack 1 of the Scions, Reflector Mage. Take a pain down to 9.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, bounce that. Attack for 3.
I'll block.
Your turn.
All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I can crack Archive and still Ulamog if I draw it. So we'll do that. Did not draw it. I think I'm dead. Can't cast this K return without taking damage. Drowner can't be cast. Technically. Yeah, I just died of that Westfell anyway. Okay.
Sweet. Ooh, top deck.
Ow. All right, I'm on the player for game 2, and we got a plan.
We have. I had to mulligan. We have all our colors, so, and by that I mean we don't. Go.
All right, different plan. Go.
All right, I'm gonna fetch. I don't know the numbers. Is there the same amount of white and blue sources in this deck? I feel like there is.
I feel like that's not possible.
Yeah, there's a dual land plus a basic of each.
Sure.
So I'm gonna get white because that at least can get me to my displacers. Since I only have 1 blue card and 2 white cards, so might as well do that. Untap, draw. Feel like a counter spell is coming. Do I want to? Yeah, I feel like I'll just do the one that you can never counter.
Sure.
Huh. All right.
Hey, can I borrow your credit card? Charge
Charge.
it!
It's like,
I don't know why I like doing that so much. All right, go.
1, yeah.
19. Finally have a red source this game that doesn't deal me damage.
All right, I'm going to be going to 19 as well.
Ooh.
And be casting a Catacomb Sifter.
That resolves. Charge it. Your turn.
Uh-oh.
Sure. 15.
Go.
Smells like a cocoa.
Well, you smell like a Chandra.
Smells like a cocoa. All right, YOLO. Sorry, I'm gonna tap this a little better.
Untap that. I will respond to it.
Sure.
Collect a company.
Sure. Your deck sucks. Go.
If only you could see my hand, you would realize how much my deck sucks.
All right, 10.
You're at 10.
Yep.
We're getting there.
Yep.
I think I just want to use the activate ability, but I feel like I'm going to get Ulamog next turn.
It's either one or the other. It's either Chandra or Ulamog. Definitely not both.
Is it Chandra or Ulamog? Either or.
Whichever one's better for me.
Go.
What? I'm not trying to give all this info away. Wow. Basically the perfect draw.
Island.
No. All right, Chandra.
All right. Resolves.
-3.
All right. I will sack this in response. Scry.
Okay.
Bottom.
All right.
Activate Recruiter.
Huh, didn't even need this thing.
All right. Dies. I get 3 scries.
Sure.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Brad's at 18, I'm at 10.
I think I can do better than that. Scry, top.
All right, your go. Good luck.
I know that I'm in trouble. Visionary.
Sure.
Go.
Charge it. All right. 4, 8, 10. Cast Ulamog.
Trigger targets.
I will target your Caves of Koilos and your plains.
All right. I will.
I'll Clash of Wills that. Take up Attack for 6.
11. Attack.
Block.
Go.
What? All right, short and sweet for mine. Jay sucks. Get him out of the deck. Bring in 2k returns. I could maybe bring in like Dispel or Negate to help fight Collected Company, but I don't think I need help doing that because I already have a bunch of counter spells in my main deck, and I don't really want to counter many of your creatures. So I usually just kind of get like a counter spell or two kind of just floating in my hand, just waiting to counter the Collected Company. So yeah.
From my side, I don't know if I can afford to take all the Cryptolith Rites out, but I'm going to try it anyway because of K return and just it's just to utilize this card efficiently. I need to accelerate, and I don't really want to do that and use all my creatures for that. I'm going to be taking the Broodmotors out and the Cutthroat since this is not a matchup where I'm going to try to combo. And I'm cutting 2 Reflector Mage and 1 Company. Now I don't know if I'm supposed to take Company out, but he's a Chandra deck. He's got counter spells. I don't want to be holding this up all the time, even though it's a good card.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to be doing my Eldrazi stuff. And Pitiless Horde is a good card with the additional companies that are left in the deck. But I just want to get more high impact.
Sure.
So that's where I'm going with all this.
Yeah, looks solid.
All right, so here for game 3. My hand is not the strongest, but I think it's worth keeping since it has all my colors and a Collected Company. So
Kind of in the same boat. I'm on Mold of 6, and this is not a good hand, but we do get a Scry, and we are on the draw. We're just basically looking for colorless source, I think. So this card would be pretty good in this matchup. We haven't drawn one this match yet, but we just need colorless mana.
your turn.
All right, go.
Not the worst card to draw right here. I'm going to take a pain and see what's up.
That's pretty good. You want
to hand me that
an Ulamog
pad
or
over
a
there?
Chandra? I'm going to guess a Chandra.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that one. All right, so I'm at 19 to 20, and I'm looking at Island times 2, Clash, Spatial, and Ulamog. All right, go.
Go.
All right, I will take another pain down to 18 and play a Displacer.
I think I should clash this just for tempo purposes. Like, obviously, we could potentially answer it with the Spatial Contortion, but since we can't kill it right here, I think we actually need to clash. So we're going to do that. Plus, if we draw a counterspell, we can stop company anyway. So, all right. Go.
Alrighty. Tap. Go. Upkeep. Oh, wait. What are you doing?
I'm going to anticipate.
All right, results. Then I'll company.
Yep.
I'm doing this now because I just want to play around counter magic. And we hit it pretty well.
That was pretty good. All right. Kill this guy.
Sifter. Oh, keep that. It's better than a random card, I think, even though our hand is a little weak at the moment.
17, 19? Or, yeah.
No, 18. And I'm
Oh,
going
for
to 17.
Displacer.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right, so 17 all?
Yep. And then, 17 to play Displacer.
Okay.
Thinking. So I've seen your hand. You still have an island left and
Ulamog.
an Ulamog and one other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to scry and displace this.
Sure.
And I think you just leave this on top. Bottom. Guess our deck has so much more high impacting cards, so.
Go.
All right, untap, draw. Attack.
All right, kill this. We wanted to wait till after his draw step so he didn't get one more scry. If he had topped with the Catacomb Sifter on his previous scry, I probably would have main phased it.
Bottom.
But I didn't want him to smasher me this turn.
Yeah. Second main.
All right, so I go to 14.
Yeah, you go to 14, and I'm going to play a Visionary.
That resolves.
Draw. I'll take 2 pain and a 15. I can't play around Clash, so... Or I can play around Clash.
Sure.
All right. Go.
So I got 1 card in hand. He left a blue up. I would be kind of scared to like negate or something if
Do you have a Chandra?
I don't have a Chandra yet.
Okay.
All right, go.
All right, so it's 2 cards in hand?
Yep.
One's an Ulamog, one's something. It could be a counterspell. We could sack. So we have you on... No, I have you on a 2-turn clock with exactly what's in play. He can activate one if you roll, but I think it's better to just take a blind draw. That was a good blind draw. All right, attack.
All right, I'll activate Fumarole.
Yeah, move to box.
I'll switch it.
You're going to switch on a Catacomb Sifter?
Yeah.
Shoot.
If I don't, I'm just dead in like 2 turns.
Okay, yep, that's fine. So you take 5 and I scry once?
Actually, I'm going to do my mana differently and charge this.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you go to
9. You get a scry.
I get a scry. I'll top that. And I'm going...
Oh, maybe that was dumb. Yeah, I
Just watch
didn't realize I only had... Okay, that was stupid. If I draw a Chandra, I'm going to feel like an idiot. Alright, basically perfect.
Yep.
Go.
I'll go to 14, trigger.
Sure. Wasn't actually perfect. A K return, I think, would have been better. But then we would have got Reality Smashered, so... I'm still in trouble. Yep.
Combat.
Okay.
You have 1 card left?
Yep.
So if you draw a land, you'll have
I can cast Ulamog if I
1,
draw
2, 3,
land.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Does this
10.
test for 2 and sack these 2?
Okay.
Alright, so I can block here, take 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, down to 2.
Ulamog won't get you out of that.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring out. So I think I should just block your 2 Scions. And then I take 5 down to 4. Yeah. Alright, block.
Okay, I scry twice.
3 times.
Oh yeah, 3 times. Scry, bottom. Scry, bottom. Scry. You're at 4?
Yep.
We'll keep that. Go.
I mean, the only way I get out of this is K return, right? So you probably shouldn't cast that. Or I
Is
guess
that
if
the
I
only
draw
way to get out
another,
of
I
here?
can draw another Drowner, I guess.
But I also just get more scries, and that's just a lone dryad.
Yeah, you got me.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I can spawning bed, I guess.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 more turn, and then I can draw Chandra. Yep, go.
Okay. So I'm going to fetch.
Sorry, this has a counter on it.
I was going to see what was up before I decided. All right. Cut. All right. Duskwatch just triggers on the stack. Or use its ability.
Yep.
Ooh la la. All right. Use it again, I think.
All right, so you're at 14.
I'm at 13 now.
Okay.
Flip.
Yep.
Draw. Yeah, I'll just attack.
Alright, pop this.
Get 3 scions.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go block.
Okay.
Take 1 down to 3.
I get to scry. Bottom. Second main phase. Go to 12. Play Visionary. Draw.
I guess I should block Lone Dryad because I need. See, Cave Turn doesn't get me out of it anymore, so I just need Chandra. Dead.
Alright.
Alright, this hand's not bad. We definitely want one more land to smooth things out naturally, but we're going to keep...
Yeah, my hand's pretty bad.
If we're on the draw, I might mulligan this, but maybe not.
I think you're supposed to... Oh, jeez. Alright. Hello, go.
That doesn't sound great.
It's not a good hello.
Your turn.
You know when you invite that guy to the party that you don't even want to really invite to the party, but he brings all his friends?
Brood Monitor?
No. It's kind of just drawing one of the weakest cards in the deck. 19.
Yeah, Elf Visionary is pretty weak. Go.
Alright. Boom.
19 all?
19 all. Displacer.
I'll clash it.
Alright.
Noob.
What?
Ran into my counterspell, noob. That's a joke. It's not a good joke.
What's that song of Chapin's? Is it like that? It's like still had all.
Go.
Still had all.
Oh, wait, sorry.
D's.
I'll get this one instead. Here you go.
How do you have 4 lands already?
Because I was on the play.
Oh.
$18.
Go.
I'll anticipate.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
18.
Sure.
Coco.
Yep. Card's so good.
I know.
Oh, wow. All right, draw.
How many of those did I put on the bottom, though?
How many what?
Smashers.
Go.
Huh.
Hopefully all of them. I'm curious.
There's 2 of them back there. All right, so is that what you're doing with your turn?
Probably. It would be a good turn. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to play into it like I do.
If you're going to Chandra me, I might have to, like, just attack you with this and float mana and Westfall Abbey and kill the Chandra. But if you're not doing that, then I'm just wasting my whole turn. But I am dealing you 7, so you're at 11 now.
True.
That's a lot of damage. I don't really know if I need to progress my board into a Chandra, and you've anticipated twice, so I'm just going to say go. What does this make clerics? I might need to human cleric. They're under H for human.
All right, I'll just play another archive. Go.
Just playing another archive. Okay. End of turn. I will sacrifice this. Get 2 scries.
Sure.
1, 2, both bottom. Use the extra mana to activate Westfall Abbey.
Okay, so you go to 18?
I go to 17.
17?
Yeah, 17 to
Hold on,
11.
I might... Yeah, I'm gonna... I should do it during his draw step. Yeah,
After I draw?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Alright, drop.
Alright, after you draw, I'm gonna cast K Return in your draw step, so you can't use the mana.
Sure. I'll sec this, scry, and then these dying I'll keep all on top.
Yep, I'm at 7.
Fine. If you really need me to put it there, go. I want it to be Ulamog.
I have a key return. Ulamog was going to annihilate you. Alright, -3.
Displace.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything because I still want that card on top.
Yep.
Do I want that card on top?
What is it? Is it good?
It's another smasher. I feel like it's just going to get countered.
Nah, I didn't set this up 3 turns in a row.
All right. I'm gonna get 2 more scries. I'm gonna Scion. So I'm gonna get a total of 4, 5, 6 scries.
Okay.
Bottom, top, and I think I leave that on top.
Oh, I'd hope so. Hope we can go top bottom.
All right. Transgress.
Tilt. All right, Void Shatter it.
Yep.
Yeah. I just assume you're thought not hearing me.
No.
And that's exiled, by the way.
Huh? Whatever.
Exile it.
Whatever.
Get it out. Get it out. Brad doesn't care about the rules. Nestle on.
I do not. Scry, sack. I take 2. Keep that on top.
Right, so 15 to 7.
All right. Go.
Come on, land.
14 to 7.
Come on, land.
No land.
Come on, land.
No
yes!
land. No!
Yes! All right.
I'm dead.
What?
I'm not playing anymore.
What?
You have Ulamog and Chandra.
Triggers! Tick up! At least I won 2 games.
All right. Well, my hand is a little loosey-goosey, but I want to keep it and see if I can get there.
Hand great, I'm great.
All right, go. Hand great, you great. Oh, I was just going to draw it.
Play a Hedron Crab. Your turn.
Uh-oh. That's the worst card. Worst card to draw. Oh, no. Go. I mean, everything's okay.
Go.
Nothing's wrong.
Okay. You get there?
Nope.
Tight. 19.
Go.
Very interesting. I'm gonna kill those.
Yep.
18. Go.
Ah.
Don't tell me I get to actually win this match. Ah, tilt.
Go.
I'm still in good shape. Here we go.
Yeah, it's not bad shape. What do you still have? You still have counter magic?
Void Shatter, Ulamog, 2 Spatial Contortion.
Jeez. All right, go.
Anticipate. All right. Draw for turn. Ooh.
No, ooh.
Ooh.
No!
Go. It's a Dark Ritual land. All my lands are Dark Rituals. Sure. I'm gonna kill him though. And then put a charge counter on this here. Majoring Network.
Go.
Oh, and you drew a land too? That's
Yeah,
lucky.
Do I want a second? I probably just want second green.
Alright, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next turn, 8 maybe. This is getting scary.
$17.
Go.
Charge. Go.
Go.
All right, I'll take your bait. Clash.
Sure.
Shatter, sorry.
And so you have...
Exile it.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter. I don't have witness. All right, so you have a Spatial Contortion and an Ulamog in hand?
Mm-hmm. Counter it.
No!
I should have done them in reverse. Yeah, I'll take one. So I had to use all the counters on Madering, though, which kind of stinks, but I think that's okay.
16.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if I'd done them in reverse, the same, because you had 2 mana both times, so it would have been the same. Go.
Attack.
All right. 15.
15. Thought not here.
Tilt.
Ooh, you can. Yeah, I'm gonna take Ulamog. And I guess you can't take out both of my things this turn. All right. Go.
Huh. Very interesting. So I can pop the Spawning Bed just to get some creatures in play to threaten a trade. But then if he has Displacer, I can't trade anymore. Alright, we'll charge this. I think that's it. Go.
All right, so I'll go to 18.
Yeah, 18, 15.
Excuse me. So you have Spatial Contortion and K return, and you can block and K return, but it'll trade with anything I'm trying to do. You can Spawning Bed me and threaten, do some stuff. All right.
That's pretty good. That resolves, yeah. So I think I'm gonna block here and Spatial Contortion this. I think that's the play. Yeah. Or yeah. Oh wait, no, I don't have to take damage. Okay. Block. Yep. Trade.
Yeah, Spatial Contortion. Take 5 out of 10.
Yep. Draw a card.
All right, go.
Go. Wait. Only cast call spells, rats. Alright, sack this, get 3 guys, I'll block 1, go to 9. Or take 9, go to 1.
No!
What's wrong?
No!
What's wrong?
No! Go. No!
What, do I have exactly 10 mana? For this thing I have?
No!
So I have a mana floating. We'll trigger this, and I'll exile. Kind of want to get. What happens if I just take both forests? Could take Westfell Abbey Swamp. That seems not great. And both forests. Go.
I exile the Reality Smashers when they're not supposed to exile. I just realized I did that.
Where are they? Where'd they go?
They're just at the bottom.
Oh, sure.
All right, go.
All right. Mill you for 20. Did I hit the other Reality Smasher?
No, I have no idea. I just put them in my graveyard.
All right, go.
don't have green. Yeah.
Yay!
All right, so after 5 games, I've realized that Ulamog can beat a deck in this format.
Ulamog's great.
Ulamog is pretty good once it's cast. I think it's like one of those weird, unique cards from like Magic Online where they're like, this card has the highest win percentage in this limited format, and it's just like a redirect, you know?
Sure.
It's like when the card comes down, hits play, it's almost lights out every time.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say. I wish it was Worldbreaker. I would have loved to just been casting targeted lands every time, and it was just only great because of the flashback on Kozilek's Return, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that deck could very easily play Worldbreaker.
I mean, the mana's already kind of rough, though, but I guess I do have a lot of colorless lands that I just don't use very much. Like, the spawning beds seem like whatever, but, I mean, they obviously helped in that last game, but they are very expensive to activate. Six to pop it.
I'm not a fan of that card, but you can play Corrupted Crossroads, I think it's called, and Corrupted Crossroads casts Void Shatter, Kozilek's Return, and Worldbreaker.
It does cast Void Shatter.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And Spatial Contortion.
Yeah.
Like, it casts all of them. So it casts a lot of the cards in the deck. And then you could play, like, you have My Coast, and that might be enough sources.
Yeah, I mean, and also, like, you know, the Highland Lake could just be, like, Evolving Wilds, maybe, and then you could have, like, 1 forest, 1 mountain, and a bunch of islands.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2 mountains, but...
Something like that. Like, you could get the green, and I just think maybe Worldbreaker doesn't win the game like Kozilek's Return or like Ulamog does. Well, but getting to that much mana is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, almost every game where I cast Ulamog, I was just like sweating to draw a land on the last turn. Yeah. It's like, oh, got there. Great.
Yeah, and if I ever hit like a hand destruction spell, like it sucks that you have to redraw one. So maybe you play like one Ulamog, but like you just play more Worldbreakers because Worldbreaker is so good.
Yeah, I mean, I think this deck has a lot of potential, but it did feel very flawed. You know, like none of the games I won were super easy, and it was kind of like I was kind of ramping, kind of counterspelling, you know, kind of filtering my draws with Anticipate, and I wasn't really doing any one thing well.
And we have no idea also if I'm sideboarding this correctly because I just kind of threw cards around.
No, I actually really liked how you sideboarded. I thought that it was not something that a lot of people would do, like cutting the card from the deck that is the deck name, like 4-color Cryptolith Rites, you know. And a lot of scenarios you have to understand that, you know, if your opponent has a lot of sweeper effects, Cryptolith Rites is not great. You know, it's only good in the creature-on-creature mirrors where you're just trying to get ahead on board and ahead on mana. But it's pretty rare, I think, that you're going to get to, like, stick a Cryptolith Rites and then also be able to trigger Dustwatch Recruiter, like, 1,000 times. Whereas in, like, I guess a green-white deck, you know, you're probably, like, the Cryptolith Rites is going to be bananas. Unless they draw Dramoka's Command, like, super fast. But...
yeah, and so, but from this side, I do like this deck. I think that we are still in its infancy where we have no idea how it's actually going to come together. I think like GP Minneapolis, SCG Atlanta, and GP Costa Rica are going to be the tournaments that are really going to define what this deck looks like. Because right now it's just an anti-creature deck that like Luis even said, they played like a version with a Tarka instead of the combo. And he was just like, I went like 7-0 against the creature matchups that I wanted to play and 1-5 against the sweeper decks.
Yeah.
It's like that's not enough data or not enough results or good results to play a deck like this in a tournament. You have to be well-rounded. Whereas like Green-White is. Green-White can do both sides.
No, for sure. And I think that's one of the biggest strengths of Green-White is that all its cards are just inherently powerful. And, you know, you have a couple little tricky things you can do. Like you can go Avacyn plus crack... what's the card called? Evolutionary Leap, or you can play a 0-mana Hangerback Walker. And but on top of that, you know, you just have Planeswalkers and things that make tokens and Westphal Abbey, and you're just threatening all these things on so many different turns. You know, like when you have 6 mana, you can secure for 5 Abbey, or play Avacyn, or, you know, like Dramoka's Command plus.
Yeah, or you can just have a good early start where you just play a bunch of Planeswalkers that protect themselves. Yeah. And they do that really well. So I do think that Green-White is a very good deck in this format, even though it feels like such a little kid deck. Like when you just look at it, it's just like, look at all these mythics and all these Planeswalkers and all these tokens you get to play with. Like it's my brother's just favorite deck. I guess this is more of a conversation outside of these, but the deck is really cool and powerful, but decks like this, once we figure out how they're supposed to operate and how they're supposed to be built to have good plans against sweepers, these are the threats. I think that this deck might be able to become the 4-color rally that we don't want it to be.
Yeah.
But we just have to figure out which cards are worth it and which aren't. And right now, we have no idea. There's just there's so many good cards, but there's so many cards that you can't play as well.
Yeah.
So we just have to figure out this small subset of cards, but they're always so good. So it's hard to figure out which ones are good or not because on any given matchup, there's so much high variance. Like, you're like, oh, this deck's good against green white because they just drew and stumbled. And then when they go Nissa into Gideon into Avacyn Hangerback Walker, you're like, oh, this deck that isn't that good, you know? So anyway, we will figure it out in the coming weeks. But for now, we're just going to still have to just explore this awesome format and hope that that we don't actually solve it before Dragons rotates and Origins is gone.
Yeah, there are so many cool decks or like potential cards for decks, you know, and I every now and then I'll just come across a card that's like, man, this card's probably really good. Why is no one trying this thing out?
Well, I'm
just happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm just worried about what are the Eldrazi going to do once we lose all these pain lands.
Probably play Spawning Bed.
All right, well, I guess we're playing Spawning Bed. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. There is no Open on the SCG Tour this weekend, but next week we'll be practicing for SCG Atlanta, where a few more up-and-comers are trying to get their spots into the Players' Championships.
Yeah, it's coming.
And it's a long road. This is
a long season.
Three more months of it. It's a very long season. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week with some more Versus videos and articles and all that jazz.
Bye.
Bye.